The African savanna stretched endlessly beneath the golden sun. Tall grass danced in the warm breeze, and birds soared across the bright sky. Among the lions of a peaceful pride lived a curious young cub named Kano. Kano loved exploring and pretending to hunt. But more than anything else, he loved spending time with his father. His father was the leader of the pride, strong, fearless, and respected by all. To Kano, he was a hero. Every morning, Kano followed closely behind him. His tiny paws struggled to keep up, yet he never wanted to be left behind. His father always smiled. One day you'll be strong enough to lead your own path. Kano believed every word. Together they walked across the grasslands. His father taught him how to read tracks in the dirt, how to smell danger in the wind, and how to stay calm when fear appeared. Each lesson felt like an adventure. Each day felt perfect. But life on the savannah can change without warning. One evening, dark clouds gathered over the horizon. A strange tension filled the air. The lions became restless. Something was wrong. As the sun disappeared, powerful roars echoed across the plains. A group of rival lions had entered their territory. The pride rushed into position. Lionesses moved the cubs to safety, while the males prepared to defend their home. Kano watched nervously from a distance. His father stood at the front, tall, proud, and unshaken. The rival lions charged. Dust exploded into the air. Roars thundered across the savannah. The battle was fierce. Claws struck and bodies collided. The ground trembled beneath their feet. Kano could barely see through the dust. He searched desperately for his father. The fighting continued deep into the night. Then suddenly, silence. The rival lions retreated into the darkness. The battle was over. The pride slowly gathered together. Families reunited, but Kano's father never returned. The pride searched through the night. They searched the next day and the day after that. There was no sign of him, only scattered tracks disappearing toward distant hills. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Most of the pride accepted the painful truth. They believed their leader was gone, but Kano refused to believe it. Every evening he climbed a hill overlooking the endless grasslands. Every evening he stared at the horizon, waiting for his father to return. His mother often sat beside him. She never told him to stop. She understood. Sometimes hope is the only thing that keeps a heart strong. As time passed, Kano grew. His body became stronger. A young mane began to appear. Yet his habit never changed. Every sunset he watched the horizon. Every sunset he wondered if his father was still alive. Then came the drought. The rain stopped falling. The grass turned brown. Water holes began to disappear. Animals migrated across the savannah searching for food and water. The pride had no choice but to leave their home. The journey was difficult. Day after day they walked beneath the burning sun. Every step felt harder than the last. One afternoon, the pride reached a river. The current was strong. The lions crossed carefully. Kano followed close behind his mother. Suddenly the water exploded. A giant crocodile lunged from below. Its jaws snapped shut only inches from Kano. The cub jumped backward. The crocodile missed by a moment. The pride quickly escaped to the opposite shore. That night, Kano couldn't sleep. Fear still lingered inside him. Then he remembered something his father once told him. Bravery is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite it. The words comforted him, and the journey continued. Days later, a massive dust storm swept across the savannah. The sky turned orange. The wind screamed. Dust filled the air. Visibility vanished. The pride huddled together, but in the chaos, Kano became separated. When the storm finally ended, he found himself completely alone. The grasslands stretched endlessly in every direction. No pride, no mother, no family, only silence. For the first time in his life, Kano felt truly afraid. He wanted someone to save him. But then he remembered another lesson. Stay calm. Trust yourself. Keep moving. So Kano began searching, hour after hour, step after step. Eventually he heard familiar voices, the pride. He had found them again. His mother rushed forward and embraced him. Relief filled her eyes. That night Kano realized something. He was no longer a helpless cub. He was becoming strong, just like his father. Months passed. One evening Kano discovered something unusual. Large lion tracks pressed into the dirt. The footprints were enormous, far larger than his own. Something about them felt familiar. His heart raced. Could his father have made them? Kano followed the trail across hills and dry ground. But eventually the tracks disappeared. The mystery remained unsolved. Still, hope returned stronger than ever. Then one day disaster struck. The pride became trapped near a narrow canyon. A powerful group of rival lions blocked their path. The pride was exhausted from travel. Food was scarce and energy was low. The rivals sensed weakness. They moved closer. Danger filled the air. Kano stood beside his mother. Fear gripped his chest. The odds were impossible. The pride prepared for battle. Then a roar shattered the silence. Every animal froze. The sound echoed across the canyon walls. Another roar followed, even louder, even stronger. The ground seemed to vibrate. All eyes turned toward the ridge above. A lone lion stood there, massive, powerful, and covered in scars. His mane flowed in the wind. Kano stared in disbelief. He knew that face. He knew that roar. It was his father, alive, against all odds. Alive. The great lion charged down the ridge. The rival lions hesitated, then retreated, one by one. None wanted to challenge him. Within moments they were gone. The danger had passed. Silence returned. Kano could barely breathe. Slowly he walked forward. His father stepped closer. For years they had been separated. Now they finally stood face to face. Kano broke into a run. His father did the same. The two embraced beneath the golden evening sky. Neither wanted to let go. The pride gathered around them. Joy spread through the group. That night the stars shined brightly above the savannah. For the first time in years, the pride felt complete. Kano rested beside his father once again. Just like the old days, his father looked proudly at the young lion he had become. You've grown strong, but your greatest strength was never your claws. Kano listened carefully. It was your heart. You never stopped believing. Tears filled Kano's eyes. At last he understood. Hope is powerful. Love is powerful. And sometimes the people we miss the most are still finding their way back to us. As the moon rose over the peaceful savannah, father and son sat together beneath the stars. And for the first time in many years, Kano stopped waiting, because his father was finally home. When love is strong enough, even time and distance cannot break it.